Hi guys. Today I want to address the issue of fighting an illness, but I want to look at it from an intimate perspective. The perspective of having this illness in the body, this illness that was not invited, kind of intruded, invaded our most intimate space, and it's there. It's causing a lot of changes in our lives. It's causing pain sometimes. We definitely don't want it there. And usually the first intuition, the first place that we go to emotionally is to look at this as an adversary, as an enemy, something we need to fight. And this is also the language used a lot in medicine. We fight an illness, we eradicate the symptoms, you know. This is what doctors and nurses, the medical team does. And this is the language that we hear a lot, fighting for health, which indicates that the illness is kind of an enemy because we fight enemies. The only thing that comes to mind here is if you have a chronic condition and you have an enemy inside your body becomes a battlefield and you're fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting and you're fighting, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting, and it might not be aligned with your values, and it might not be the way you want to live. And I want to offer you another perspective. Because when we have an enemy, we have the option of fighting that enemy. But you know, we also have the option of negotiating peace talks. Because we don't need to negotiate peace talks with our friends, because they're our friends, you know. We need to initiate and negotiate peace talks with an enemy. So, what would it be like to negotiate peace talks with your illness? Well, first of all, it means you need to listen. And it means you need to make requests. And it means you might need to get curious about another way you'd like to be with that illness. For me, you know, living with an illness for 17 years, the first step in creating those peace talks was agreeing to allow my illness to become something more than an enemy. My illness became a teacher as well as an adversary. She is still both. And she has taught me amazing lessons, which I might share in another video. Sometimes I think to myself, well, why did I need to learn those lessons like this? You know, with a life-threatening chronic illness? I don't know. Sometimes I have an answer, sometimes I don't. Most times I don't. But it's been a journey, and it's been a transformational journey for me that rippled into all the relationships in my life. The choice to show up with my illness, put down the weapon, and say, my body is no longer a battlefield. My body becomes a conference room for peace talks. Now let's sit down and talk. Tell me what you have to say. I'm going to listen, and then I'm going to tell you what I need from you. So this is a perspective. Notice what resonates for you. And let me know. Write some comments. So, be well, breathe easy. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.